Timmy! Timmy! Timmy!
No, it's Jimmy. Blah, blah, blah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live First. Apologies for the delay. Frankie James pointed out an error that I have made, and we've sorted that out. We've not missed anything because the stream is only coming online 5 minutes before. It's only coming online 5 minutes before the game's about to start. It's normally like half an hour. So apologies for that, but we're here now. So we can quickly go through today's lineups, and we'll start off with Polonia Warszawa. They go with Kucha in goal, Brasido at right back, Salihu and Cisse as centre halves, Janisic at left back, holding midfielder Pojabut, on the right side Vega, on the left side Dadok, Ganassi and Wojciechowski are playing in just behind Javinski up front. This will go with Likiewicz in goal, Lelieveld on the left, Raul Geiger on the right, Grujic and Biedrzycki as a centre-half pairing. In fact, there's no changes in the starting lineup. Igbekim and Carbo in midfield. Ertahala keeps his position on the left. No place for Duarte. On the right, we've got Kaziemka, Duda playing in just behind Radado. Big shout out today. Big shout out to my grandson Arthur. He's a big 4 years old. He's a Liverpool supporter, but we'll forgive him that. We'll forgive him that one. Hopefully, he's going to become a Wisla Krakow supporter as he gets older. Radado got Player of the Month, didn't he, for October. He's just getting his award there. Nice to see and well done to him. The live chat is open. Feel free to join us in there. Yeah, everybody's welcome, no doubt. A geezer will be in there. That's if he can get up because he's from the US of A. And just as I speak, a geezer. He pops up in live chat early over in the USA, mate. Good morning, all from the States. Hope all is well. It certainly is, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I'm surprised you're tuned in. I bet you've got in the background a certain team that play in red against a team that's playing in white. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Tottenham Hotspur are hosting Manchester United. Can they keep their unbeaten run going, the mighty Reds? Don't know. At the minute, I don't care. Frankie James says, hi, you geezer. Got an interesting article which we'll bring to you at half time. I'm not sure whether it's good news or bad news, but I'll leave that one for you guys to decide. Hopefully everything's all right with the volumes. No doubt Frankie James will be telling me if it's not. It was showing as the 8th of October for today's game. I don't know if I got that one wrong, but I did manage to change it in the end. So apologies if that's thrown anybody out. Adrian might be in chat today, unless he's at the game. He's in Krakow, so no doubt he will be there. Jaden will probably be working hard, I think, still. I don't think he's got his time off yet down in Oz. But hopefully we are going to get 3 points today. It would be nice. It would be nice to put the pressure on Grodzisk, who are sitting in second. Let's have a quick look at the standings now. Bit of a shock in the week as well. Stalmielek managed to get a draw against Butcher, who are only just above them, actually. A 1-1 result there, but at least they've stopped that rot of 4 or 5 defeats in a row. It's not going to Stalmielek fans probably expected. The geezer says, hi Frankie and Jimmy, you know me too well. Check out the Prem table. I'm not looking at it, mate. I'm not looking at it. Do you know something? I've not even got it on in the studio here. Not even a little screen or a little update. I always think Wisla Krakow and we're ready for the off, and here we go. Wisla kicking from right to left, playing in all white. Polonia Warszawa, they're playing in black. Good crowding today. I think we've got around 27,000, was it? Something like that. Good effort from the Wisla fans. Little trip there on Duda early on. Dangerous area for a free kick to come in from the right-hand side for Wisla. We just need that accuracy with the delivery. Frankie James says, I'm pooping in and out today as Dad's here. Oh no, popping. Yeah, hopefully grandson Arthur, 4-year-old today, hopefully he's tuning in and watching this. He'll be cheering on the mighty Wisla Krakow. Not going to be an easy task today. We've got a mixed, it's a pretty even. Here we go. Free kick comes in from Ursahala. Flick goalwards by Ronaldo. No accuracy on it though. Wide of the keeper's left-hand post. One thing I have to do, I've got to cover this up because it's always slightly in front of what I'm watching, so I don't want it spoiling anything. You can't beat a little bit of tape and cardboard, can you? Getting technical here. Must have thousands of pounds worth of equipment in this studio, and you end up using a little piece of, got a flea, a little piece of cardboard on some tape. Pitch is looking superb at the R22 stadium. Warszawa on the attack down the right hand side, chance to put a cross in. Blocked by Ursahala, good defending there, cleared up by Igbekin, back to Ursahala. Plays it up early to Ronaldo, holds it up well, he needs some support, which he gets from Lelieveld. Nice ball to Duda. Bit lax with the pass though. Given possession away this way. Atones for his error though, Duda nicely, and there's room on the right hand side now for Kaziemka to charge down that right hand side. If we can see the pass to Ronaldo, there's space in the middle. Play it. Oh, he's... Lovely run there from Ronaldo. He gets it eventually. With Lelieveld, plays it into the box to Ursahala. He's looking for support. Gets it at the edge of the box from Carbo. Plays it across to Raul Geiger. Duda. Out to the right-hand side to Kaziemka. Nice run there from... Oh, my word. He was pulled back. He got pulled back. Nice run there from Lelieveld, was just short of the ball. He gets pulled back here. Surely VAR are going to have a look at that. My word. So it's a corner down the left-hand side for Wisla. Surely the referee's going to halt play for a second while VAR have a look at this. Come on, Wisla. We need a good delivery now from... this left-hand side from Ursahala. Puts it in the 6-yard box. Keeper kind of gets a touch on it. Nothing too convincing. The shot's blocked from Duda, and it's back with Igbekin. Back to Ursahala down this left-hand side. Puts one into the box. Easily cleared, but Wisla piling the pressure on early doors here now. Igbekin clearing up again to Duda. Grudjik's on the right-hand side. Puts one to the edge of the box there to Biedrzycki, who's still up from the corner, can't control it, and that's a free kick. I'm surprised they didn't have more of a look at this, the VAR, with the pullback on Lelieveld. That shocked me a little bit, I must say. Quick update, what's going on in live chat? Agiza says, I hope Dad's doing well. Frank says he's much better, thanks. He's having a drink of whiskey. Well, that'll kill or cure, and with him, it'll be cure. He's got to be here to continue annoying me. Frankie James says he's well on the way to recovery. Frankie says, hey Geezer, I watched my lottery dream home and they were in your neck of the woods. They certainly were. They were in Connecticut. Although I think your neck of the woods, I think Connecticut's probably a bit bigger than Frankie's thinking. We live in a little moorland town. I think Connecticut's a little bit bigger than our town. Yeah, as things stand, Wisla, we've got a 10-point lead over Grodzisk. Grodzisk are playing their next matches against Chucha away. That's not going to be an easy. It's not going to be an easy match, that. Chance here for Varsava down the left-hand side. Wisla have got numbers back though now. Geiger gets dispossessed there. He could have put the ball clear. Now that's a free kick given against Varsava. It was Biedrzycki coming across with a sliding clearance, and I think the follow through, yeah, going for the ball. Nothing, no need for cards or anything like that. Brave as a lion is Biedrzycki. And like I said, the last time out for Wisla, for me, he was man of the match. Immense at the back against Hrobrig Wogov. Speaking of Hrobrig Wogov, they've now played the round 16 game. They've moved into third place. They beat Pushkov, sorry, by 2-0 away. Sorry. So they've got their points on the board, but they're still 10 points behind Wisla. They're level with Grodzisk at the minute. Grodzisk, like we said, still to play. Wisla winning the ball back. That should have been a free kick, surely, referee. Yeah, it was indeed. Giza says, Connecticut seems a carbon copy of England. You would feel at home. Except for the driving, of course. Yeah. Free kick comes in. Referee's given a free kick there. I'm not sure what Ertahala was supposed to have done. We didn't see it. We'll see it now. It was, yeah, just, yeah, a little push into the keeper. I think the keeper caught the defender there. But he caught him in the side of the head. Yeah, he did. Blimey. Luckily, it was with the fleshy part of his thigh and not the knee. Otherwise, he would have, I think he would have still have been down now. Just to clear things up, Giza, is Connecticut about the size of England? Varsava coming down the right-hand side, playing it out from the back. Loose past her though, just goes straight out for a throw into Wisla. Lelyveld gets us back underway and Grudjik's on the ball, plays it across to Biedrzycki. He was mighty last time out. Come on, Wisla. Let's get some forward momentum. We've settled into this game well, which we don't always do. It sometimes takes us 10 minutes before we realise that the referee's blown the whistle for the start of the match. Big Bekim in the middle there, a little bit isolated, cleared up by Carbo. Go through the substitutes for Wisla at half-time. A couple of interesting omissions there. Frankie James says, I saw a place called Timothy's Ice Cream Store. I knew you'd remember something food or beverage related. Ooh, unlucky there from Igbekim, trying to get Ridardo through the middle with Ertahala. They both made the same run there. It mattered not though, because it was cut out by Varsava. Then they're trying to come down this right-hand side. Grudjik does enough there. It's played out down that left-hand side though. They've got bodies in the box here. That's going to be a dangerous free kick given away by Raul Geiger. Agiza said, not at all. It's not even the size of Wales. Frankie says, it looked lush. Lovely community. Going to have to be on the ball here at Wisla, especially Lukiewicz in goal. Get that wall. Get the wall in the right position. I've got to say, I'm not too sure what Polonia Warszawa's ability is from free kicks. The way that ball was placed down though, it looks like it's going to be a strike that comes in from there. Here we go. Through the wall. Oh my word, how's he got that through the wall there? How's he got that through the wall? The wall has either moved, jumped, or you've not set it up correctly. That's just far too easy. Dada with the goal, and just like that, Polonia Warszawa, the fans are celebrating. Good to see him in the stadium. Oh, you can't do that. Biedrzycki and Grudzik there, they've split the wall. He's gone right through the wall. Nothing Lakiewicz can do about that. Not his fault at all. It's not even that good of a free kick. It's just the wall is split. Schoolboy error. If that happens at school, you're having a word with the kids and saying, look, at a free kick, if you're in a wall, rule 101, you do not move from your position. He won't be happy with that, Marius Shop. Won't be happy with that at all. Hopeless. Hopeless. The geezer says, relax, we've been here before. They should wake up now. Well, they should do, mate. And I was just saying that before the goal came. We've settled into this game. I should have kept my mouth shut. We've settled into this game well, but breaking up, the wall breaking up like that, you can't do it. There's no point having a wall. Hopeless, right. Come on, Wisla. Let's give them a bit of support. Let's get that forward momentum going now. Biedrzycki down the line to Duda. He's not going to win that. Oh, he does win it, but the bounce is kind of unkind. And it goes behind for a goal kick. Come on. Wanted to get the first goal and build on it and get a second goal. Frankie James says, blood pressure, Jimmy. Yeah, I know. I don't mind. If a goal is scored against you and it's a good goal, nothing you can do about it. But to do that, for a wall to split like that, going to be a free kick, foul given against Rodado. A geezer's laughing. A geezer is confident today, even though we've gone 1-0 down. I can just tell he's confident that we're going to get a result here today. You get to know by what people type, by what they're expecting. Frankie James says, Dad's watching Man U. Tell him they're the team in red. He's a Plymouth boy, born and bred. Strong in the arm and thick in the head. Here we go! Oh, my word. Penalty for Wisla. Penalty for Wisla. The keeper's punched Biedrzycki in the head. Oh, now we're having a word with VAR. Right. Here we go. Let's have a look at this. So it's a delivery in from the left from Ertahala. Biedrzycki's going to put it in. Gets punched in the head. You can't do that. I mean, really, Biedrzycki, he should have put the ball in the net because the contact to his head came after he'd made contact with the ball. The geezer says it's the only way to be. I'm taking that's strong in the arm and thick in the head. Frankie James says, come on. Biedrzycki, he's put that ball wide from the header. He should have put it in, actually. And the keeper's been given a yellow card as well. This is definitely going to be a penalty that's not overturned. Come on, Wisla. Don't miss. He's having a look. He's having a look. He's having a look on his water bottle there. His notes for penalty takers, the keeper. Can we level things up here? Oh, I do hope so. I do hope so. We'd be back on level terms within 5 minutes. Redardo. Do you know, it's funny, whenever your team is taking a penalty, it always looks more than 14 yards. The goal seems smaller. The goalkeeper always seems bigger. Right in front of the ultras to the left-hand side. Come on, put it in. Make sure we're following up as well, just in case there is an error. Redardo steps up. Oof. Keeper goes the right way. Can't believe he's not saved it, but it's in the corner. That's the equaliser for the mighty Wisla Krakow. It's that man again. Redardo. Right, my blood pressure come down a little bit now. Let's make sure. Oh, there we go. That's the smell of goals. A lot of sulphur off that one. The fans are celebrating. That's what we like to see. Blimey, the keeper almost got to that as well. Did he get a touch on it? It matters not. It's gone in. That's all that matters. 1-1. Right, now let's switch on, boys. Get some go forward ball through that midfield. He put it in off the post. You can't get much closer than that. There's one thing for sure, Polonia Warszawa have come to play today. No thoughts of parking a bus, nothing like that. They have got plenty bodies forward, which in a way suits Wisla, you know. Even if we've got to sit in a little bit and counter-attack, we've got the pace down the right-hand side with Kaziemka. We've got Ertahala down the left-hand side, not quite as fast, but certainly we can exploit any gaps that are left at the back from Polonia. Carbo there, in with the interception, gets a ball across to Redardo. It falls to Kaziemka, cuts inside, gets dispossessed. Frankie James says, yes, sir. Geezer says, Jimmy, this week I've seen defensive backs straight arm hand to the shoulder of the striker, shoving him to the ground. In the box, no foul or penalty. Who was that, mate? Who are you thinking of? Who are you thinking of? Was it in Europe or? Because the incident isn't springing to mind, and I've not seen a lot of football this week, to be honest. Straight after this stream, I've got to get off pretty smartish, because at 4 o'clock we've got football special, all the goals from around the UK and Europe as they go in. It'll be the second half. We've got a bet on as well. Hopefully that'll win us a few shekels. Grudgic clearing up at the back. Ertahala, lovely first time pass there to Kaziemka. Nice control. Dude is offside. He's one-on-one with the keeper, but it won't matter because it's offside. Yeah. Yeah, now his flag goes up late. I'm not falling for that one. He was a good yard offside there. I'm not even sure. It was a decent enough finish, but yeah, he's a yard off. And I think, actually, the defender would have got to that. Although he didn't, the referee, the assistant referee on the far side didn't have his flag up. And there was no slide coming from the defender, so he was either pretty confident that that was offside, or he just thought, I'm not getting there. Carbo winning the ball back nicely in midfield again. Redardo holds it up well. Tried playing that ball down that left-hand channel to Ertahala. Cut out though, Wisla with the throw-in. 19.5 minutes gone, 1-1. Wisla coming down this left-hand side. Lelyveld needs support. The ball had gone out. Redardo's complaining to the referee, I'm not sure what about. Agiza says, I wish I could remember. It was a Champions League game, and Taylor might have been the ref. I'll send him more, mate, there. Anthony Taylor. He's like a Keystone Cop. Doesn't surprise me at all. There's no consistency with refereeing. That's the only issue that players and fans have. If we had that consistency, I know they're human beings at the end of the day, but there needs to be more consistency. And especially around the handball rule as well. Varsova down the left-hand side, trying to put the cross in. Geiger comes over. Clears up nicely down the line to Kaziemka. Kaziemka wins a throw-in for Wisła. Yeah, all we want is consistency. You know, what I would sooner them do, I've thought about this before, I would sooner them with the handball situation. Anywhere on the pitch, it doesn't matter. If it touches if it's handball, if it touches your arm from the elbow down, it's handball. Whether it's intentional or not, it's handball. Just do it that way. It's easier then. Yeah, players will start changing the way that they defend. They've already started doing it. Cleared up there by the Kievitz nicely. They've already started doing it where you see them now coming over to block crosses and that, and they put both arms behind the back, don't they? Wisła on the attack here with Duda into Radado. Keeps hold of possession there, does well. Overlapped by Lelyvel, played into the middle. Cleared back to Lelyvel, to Radado. Oh, it just sneaks past the keeper's left-hand post there. Really, he was kind of helping the ball on, and his body angle there, it was always going to be difficult. But he's just a natural goal scorer, isn't he? I mean, even to get that going goalwards was some feat. Unlucky. Radado. Yeah, the players, they're already, unless they come in putting a sliding tackle in, or they're putting a tackle in their arms are out and what have you. Just clear it, just make it clear. If it touches your arm below the elbow, whether it's an accident or not, it's a penalty or a free kick. Easy, do it that way. All of this, when you get subjective views, was he stretching for the ball? Was his arm in a natural position? It's all subjective at the end of the day. So take away that human element, and at least it's cleared up then, and we get more goals, which is what fans want to see at the end of the day. Wisła, we're winning the battle in midfield. Igbekeem's giving it away there, though. Plenty of space on the pitch. Both teams are using the full width, that's for sure. Varsova coming down the right-hand side. You've got numbers in the box there. Kaziemka's taking up a nice position. Floated in the Biedrzycki gets his head to it. That'll be a corner down the right-hand side for Varsova. That man is a mountain at the back for Wisła. Geezer says, it was so blatant. I was thinking, why wouldn't they do it all the time? In no games as far as the eye can see. Yeah. Yeah. It's refereeing decisions, especially, and even with VAR, we don't get the consistency that it was supposed to. That it was supposed to bring. That's a free kick in the middle for Wisła. Yeah, it was supposed to. It was supposed to rule out errors and be a backup to the referees, but unless it's in the penalty box, it doesn't matter. Given away there from Lelyveld. Lovely ball from Varsova down that right hand side. Grudjik's coming across, gets a kind of block. Biedrzycki gets his head to it once again. Lukiewicz. That's all right, gets the clearance in, but I just for one moment there thought he was going to do something silly and try and bring it into his own penalty area so he could pick it up. The Polonia player was wise to that as well. Allowed him to get the clearance in. Oh, Wisla Krakow. Blood pressure, yeah. Watching Wisla Krakow, your blood pressure will rise if you support them, that's for sure. Kaziemka's doing well there. I don't know why Carbo's having a little bit of a hissy fit there. It wasn't the best pass. Geiger with the interception. Back to Carbo. It's with Geiger. Little ball up to Duda. Duda. Might be a free kick. Might get a yellow card there as well for leaving his foot in. He must have the smallest shin pads on the pitch, Duda. Oh, yeah, nothing in that. His studs were pointing to the ground. Geezer says, it is true that FIFA have changed the penalty rebound rule. Yep, certainly is. If the penalty, I don't know why they've done that, but if the penalty is saved and comes back out, that's the end of that passage of play. Nobody can put it in on the rebound. Yeah, I'm not sure. Have they brought... I know that's what they were talking about. Have they brought that in? I'll have to have a look at that one, mate. Floated into the box. So it's similar to a penalty shootout. Obviously, if the keeper saves it and it comes back out, there's no option to put that ball back in. Good point, Agiza. Let's have a quick butchers at that. Yeah, and what would happen? What happens if it comes off the post and the keeper doesn't touch it? I wonder if you can still put it in then. Let's have a look. So here are the current rules. At least 1 foot must be touching the line. Must be touching or in line. Or in line with the goal line when the striker kicks the ball. They can move side to side. Goalkeepers are allowed to move and react normally after the kick is taken. Recent clarifications. Although not brand new, keepers can touch the post, bar and net during their setup as long as they are not trying to distract the taker. Well, they obviously do it for that reason. Keepers cannot distract the taker with theatrics, wildly waving their arms around. Really? New rule changes in 2025. There have been discussions about allowing more goalkeeper freedom, stricter punishment for takers stuttering excessively, but nothing has been implemented yet. So if the keeper saves, can follow up. Count. Let's have a look. Chance here now for... Oh, my word. What a good opportunity that was for Varsova. Ball came in from the right-hand side and he just couldn't get a touch on it. Yeah, he wasn't offside either. Biedrzycki was there. Some decent defending. But I'm not sure that... Yeah, he's not stopping that. I'm not sure which player it was, but if he gets a decent touch on that, it's 2-1. We're playing it out from the back again, making me nervous. Right, I've got an answer here, Agiza. We're giving the ball away in midfield there. Room down the right-hand side now, 2-on-2 at the back. Carbo comes across and clears the danger up. In normal match play, Premier League, Champions League, domestic leagues, etc., if the keeper saves a penalty and the ball rebounds back into play, then the taker or any other player can follow up and score. Play continues normally. In a penalty shootout, yeah, we know that one. But they are talking about changing the rule so that once the shot's been made and the keeper saves, that's the end of that piece of play. And I'm assuming it would become a goal kick. Igbekim winning it back nicely there. Edge of the box, needs support. Varsova player went down there on his own. It's with Duda. He's got Kaziemka to his right hand side. Geiger with the overlap as well. Goes to Geiger. It's with Kaziemka. We've got one body in the box there. Now we've got a couple more. Got Lelyeveld at the back post. Nice little play there from Carbo. Back out to Kaziemka. Puts a cross in. Trying to find Ridado. Not enough on it though. The free kick's been given against Lelyeveld. I'm not sure what that was for. Not sure why the free kick. We'll have another look at it here. I suppose he had his elbows up a little bit. Wanted to protect himself though as much as anything. He didn't forcefully put it into Vega's face. Either way, we'll go with what the referee says. That's all we can do. Almost 32 minutes gone there. That'll be a free kick to Wisła. Biedrzycki down again. Yo, painful one. Stood on top of his foot. Always a painful one, that. Maria Shop there. He's got a little bit of a pensive look on his face. Trying not to look at the camera as it pans around in front of him. We're on the old Dandelion and Burdock today. Nice and refreshing, that. Lovely ball from Grujic there. Ridado with a wayward layoff, then that's going to be a yellow card. Grujic with a good old-fashioned shoulder charge. Yeah, he's got some bulk to him as well as Grujic. Going to be a long way to play though now on that yellow card for him. Jaden Ward's in live chat. He says, Sam, how are we all? I'm assuming that's an Aussie saying, mate. Or it could be Polish. We're all well, mate. We had a dodgy start, that's for sure. First 10 minutes we did what we don't normally do, and we came out and we looked settled on the ball. Give away a free kick outside the penalty area. Lukiewicz set his wall up, and the wall split. Biedrzycki and Grujic parted, and they just put it through the wall. Nothing Lukiewicz could do about that. But we did have... Biedrzycki did redeem himself by winning us a penalty, which Ridado put in off the post. Keeper went the right way as well, but he couldn't get it any more further into the corner without missing. That'll be a corner down the right-hand side. Oh, they'd give it... Oh, my word. I'm not surprised he's laughing. It was a definite corner, but they always do when they're unsure. They've given it to the defending team. You can clearly see it comes off. If that's not a corner. Came off his knee and then his foot, Igbekim. We're playing out from the back though, so all is not lost for Varsova. Jaden Ward says, team. I see what you mean. Did your finger get stuck on the button, mate? Thank you, James says. Hey, Jaden, good to see you. Geiger down that right-hand side. Igbekim in the middle. Space down this left-hand side now for Grujic. Come on, Wisła, let's get some go-forward ball. wayward pass there. He apologises, does Carbo. Couldn't manage to keep it in. Yeah, good crowding today for Wisla. Yeah, we've got some interesting news at half-time. Like I said beforehand, I'm not sure if it's good news or bad news. I know if Adrian was here, Adrian's probably at the match. I know he would be saying it's not to be trusted, that's for sure. Varsova coming down this right-hand side. Good tracking back there from Carbo. Wisla holding that line on the edge of the 18-yard box. Shot comes in. Lakievitz, that was always going wide. Just one for the cameras, the little dive to make sure. 36 minutes gone. Are we going to play this out from the back now? Do we try and go for the goal before half-time so we can go in with a lead? Or do we get in at half-time on level terms? Nothing too fancy. I say we're at home, we're top of the league, we're the best team in the league. Let's go and get that second before half-time. Jaden says, how'd you go on the FX this week, Jimmy? Not too bad at all, mate. Not too bad at all. Down the left-hand side there with... Well, leave out to be a corner to Wisla. Yeah, not too bad at all, mate. We've gone long now. We're long the British pound against the dollar. We're also shorting the dollar against the Japanese yen at the minute. Former Bank of Japan chairman, he's come out and said they expect it to start trading around 120, 130. I'll take 130. Hit that, mate. If it hits 130, that's a year's salary done in one trade. I'd be well happy with that. But I think it'll take a bit longer than ball in the box there. Nobody can get a proper touch on it. Keeper clears it up eventually. Yeah, I don't think it's going to get down to 120, 130 quickly. Maybe start looking that way. Once they start defending it, perhaps the end of January, it'll start that move downwards once the dollar starts weakening. All over the top there. Blimey, I tell you what, it's a good job Igbekeem managed to get hold of that. And once again, Igbekeem in nicely. Redado can't take control of the ball though. Redado's getting a bit frisky there. Who was that? He was having a little bit of a player who's on the ball now. Cisse. Once again, it's a good job Biedrzycki's got that long leg to stick out, because that would have been another one-on-one with Lakievitz there. You can tell from that shot, they are quite happy to put players forward. Varsova. To be honest, the thinking probably is there's no point sitting in, because they will pick us off at some point. And especially getting that opening goal, that gave them a little bit of confidence as well. Jaden says, I'm still waking up over here. Went down for a nap after dinner to wake up for the 11:30 p.m. kickoff. Oh yeah, you're at the other end of the scale. The geezer, he's having his morning coffee. And yeah, Jaden, it'll be, the sun will have set now. The 11:30 p.m. kickoff. This were playing well, but so is Polonia. Bloody disappointing to let a goal in from a set piece. It was, mate. I mean, yeah, the first thing they teach you when you're a kid playing football, do not split the wall if you're in the wall. And what did Wisla do? It was like the parting of the Red Sea. Getting a little bit of interference here, and we've lost pictures for a minute. Hello, hello. Ah, we're back. 40 minutes on the clock. Duda giving away a free kick there. Didn't do a lot wrong. Not sure what the referee saw there. He obviously saw something that made him blow his whistle. Cross comes in. Blimey. Blimey, blimey. Room for Wisla to break now on the counter-attack. Gets the free kick. Ridado's been left on the floor. That's a little bit of leftover. Yeah, get your card out. Cisse, that was leftovers from that incident between the two of them a couple of minutes ago. Well done, referee. Jaden Ward says, same here. Lost the picture for a second. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I blame Keir Starmer. Oh, yeah, he deserved that. Targeted the top of his foot. It's no good shaking your head. You got what you deserved. What's he saying now? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, no, it was an accident. Well, it wasn't, quite obviously, and the referee didn't fall for it. You're on a yellow for the rest of the match. Let's target him now. Let's get Kaziemka running at him. Ooh, Biedrzycki there. Tried that pass through the middle. Got intercepted. He gets another attempt though, luckily. Duda with a nice control and turn there. Loose pass trying to get Ridado through the middle though. Carbo wins it well. Duda through the middle to Ertahala. Space down this left-hand side now for Lelieveld. Just a couple of players at the back there if he puts the cross in. Kaziemka's got space. Plays it to Igbekim though. Needs support. Now there's a player gone down for... That player went down when Carbo made that sliding interception. It's obviously it's not a head injury. So why has the referee stopped the game now? You know, we've stopped the game. All the momentum's gone. He's got up. Job done. Nothing wrong with that. If it's a head injury, fair enough. The rules say that you stop play. But it quite clearly is not a head injury. And that's got to be a free kick. That was a nice revenge tackle there. Right, get your yellow card out, referee. Jaden Ward says, this is what frustrates me about the game. He says, fucking whining babies out there, some of them. They certainly are, mate. They certainly are. Can't see what his name is. It is Wojciechowski. Nice cross into the middle there. Cleared. It's yeah, that was he had the ump with Carbo from his sliding interception. But I still don't understand why the referee stops the game. And if he stops the game, why is the player not got to go off just because if he doesn't need treatment, it kind of tells you didn't need to stop the game in the first place. Geiger wanted a free kick there. I think the defender was just in a better position body-wise. You're not going to get it. 44 minutes gone. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. It is a contact sport, unfortunately. Looks like we're going to be going in at 1-1. This Kuchta for Polonia Warszawa, he's a decent keeper. Saw him a couple of times last year, and he's a pretty good keeper, I've got to say. Ridado trying to speed things up now, coming into the final few minutes. Not everybody's on the same page as him, though. Lelieveld looking for somebody. Nobody's really showing for him. Igbekim eventually does the trick. That's going to be a free... Is Ridado going to get a card there? I think the referee's 2 minutes of added on time at the end of the first half. I thought the referee was going to pull his card out then on Rodado, mainly over an accumulation of incidents. Nah, he's let him off with that one. Jaden says, the wife-to-be says, hi to Jimmy. Hi to wife-to-be of Jaden. I bet you're finding the weather back home a little bit warmer than it is in Krakow at the minute. Temperatures are starting to drop, aren't they, in Poland? Come on, Wisla, before half time. Just put one in, then we'll enjoy that cup of tea and an orange much better if we've got a lead. It's just not quite falling for us at the moment. We've got numbers down this right-hand side and space to move into. Oh! I nearly F-bombed then. Lakievich was on his toes there, put it over the crossbar. Was this a shot or a cross? For me, that's a cross. He's not meant that. Good save from Lakievich. Blimey. Jaden Ward says, that was going to be my next question, mate. Once my heart rate has just calmed down a bit. I can't keep saying you're a good lady or wife-to-be or anything like that. Jaden Ward's wife-to-be, her name is Adriana. What a beautiful name, mate. What a beautiful name. Corner comes in from the left-hand side. Oh, Adam Bennett, here's me saying let's go for the second before half-time. I'll be happy to get in at 1-1 at the minute. They'll be disappointed there, Polonia Warszawa, because that, although he's under pressure, it's pretty much a free header. Got a good contact on it, and if that's going goalwards, Lakievich has got his handful to keep that one out. Right, the referee's blown for half-time. We get in at 1-1. I'll remember Adriana, Jaden, because my daughter-in-law to be, once I can put my teeth back in and speak, is Anya. So, it's pretty, they are pretty similar. Just looking at that in the background there, who's in my seat? Oh, you can have it for today. There's the wall breaking for the first goal. Just real poor, naive defending. And I mean, that penalty kick from Rodado, he couldn't have got it any more in the corner without it actually coming back off the post. Excuse me. Yeah, so in that first half, Wisla, we just shaded it with the possession-wise, 51%. But they've certainly come to play half Polonia Warszawa. And like I said before the game, the record against us is a good one. I know it doesn't always pertain to what's going to happen. Not if that's the right word. Yeah, we'll go with that. Past results don't always affect what's going to happen today. But when you look back, there are certain teams, you know who I'm going to say for a start off, Legnica. There are certain teams when they play each other where past performances do mirror. What do they say? It's not, history doesn't repeat, but it certainly rhymes. And against Polonia Warszawa, we've had 2 wins each and the 1 drawn game. Would be nice to be going away from today, though, with 3 points. Let's put the pressure on the games that are to come. Frankie James says, weather envy. It's quite mild here today, but still chilly. Hey? How's that working? Is it mild or is it chilly? I've put our Christmas tree decorations up to fight the winter blues. Jaden says, nice, Frankie. Like the stock market, past results represent future returns. That's the one, mate. That's the one. I think what Frankie means, it's nice, quite sunny today, but the temperatures are dropping a little bit. warmish in the sun, but as soon as you get out, you can tell that winter is here. Frankie James says, I love Christmas. Now the deckies are up, we can enjoy Christmas movies and cooking together. Oh, yeah. Build these double chins up, get some winter fur, a bit of fat to keep the chill out. Frankie says it's mild but chilly. I still don't understand how that works, but I'll go with it. I know what you mean. So there was an interesting story that came out in the week, and I was chatting to Adrian, who's in Krakow, on Football Special during the week, and had a good chat, and we were talking about should Alan Uriger, the club captain, stalwart of Wisla Krakow, should he give the captaincy up to Radado? Because I'm not sure how much football Alan Uriger is going to play when you've got Grudzic and Biedrzycki playing so well. Maybe he could still be club captain, but Radado's captain on the day, or he still retains the captaincy when he starts, but when he doesn't, Radado is the captain. Not quite sure how it would work, so if you've got any thoughts, let us know in live chat. Agiza said, I'd love to see a champagne-based commentary with Frankie James paired with either Diane Morgan or Rosine Connerty. I'd pay good money. Diane Morgan, I don't know who that is. And Rosine Connerty, is that the Irish comedian? I don't know. Oh, but I'll tell you what, mate. A champagne-based commentary with Frankie James. Oh, I'd pay to watch that. If she was sat at the side of me, I could just sit there with my arms crossed and just marvel in the words that come out of her mouth. Jaden Ward says, captain needs to be someone who plays week in, week out. Redado. Yep, that's what Adrian was saying as well, mate. That's what he was saying. And I'm not sure that Alan Uriger plays in, week out now, coming back from injury. It's unlucky that he got injured. Yep, stalwart of the club. Yep. But I think the club has moved on. And if Alan Uriger was fit now and he was match fit, who are you going to take out of that back two? Are you going to take Grudzic out? You can't take Biedrzycki out. I don't think you can take Grudzic out because, for one, Grudzic, his distribution, if we are playing it out from the back, his distribution is better than Alan Uriger's. It just is. What I could see us doing, and I did say this to Adrian, I could see this where at some point Uriger comes back into the team, and once we need a little bit of squad rotation due to injuries, due to players needing a little bit of a break, I could see Grudzic playing in that defensive midfield role because his distribution is so good. So maybe that's how you could fit him in. Maybe you could fit him in with a back three. We've got different options. I mean, it's all hypothetical, isn't it? Until he's back training. But until he comes back and he's match fit, we won't know what's in Mario Shop's mind. Frankie James says, Agiza, never say never. Oh, my word. I've done all this hard work on my channel. One night with Frankie with a champagne-fueled rant. Be getting shut down. Jaden Ward says, who would talk more, Jimmy? Oh, I think you know the answer to that one. I think you know the answer to that one, Jaden. I think you're playing devil's advocate and trying to get me in trouble. Frankie James says, oh, it's defo a competition. Really? You think it'd be a competition? That's why we get along so well. I'm more of a listener. You like to talk. In fact, yesterday, I was working, trading the markets, 1:30 GMT, when we start getting data out. Yeah. Not really happening because of the US shutdown. Agiza, have a word with them, get them to sort it out, will you? But right on 1:30. as you're getting a spike in volatility, Frankie comes in and she's whittering on about something to the point where I had to turn around and I just said, will you just stop talking? I did feel bad after and I did apologise, but I didn't know what else to say. It's like someone had put a Duracell battery in her and she was going for gold. So yeah, throw champagne in there. Oh my word. Wowzer. That'd be getting plenty of clips, I'm pretty sure. So why I'm getting sidetracked. The news that came out in the week, before I do that, Jaden Ward says, my favourite line I love to use is, I'm sorry, did the middle of my sentence interrupt the beginning of yours? Yeah. I like that one. In fact, Jaden, funnily enough, we were out last Saturday evening with Tina's friend who's from Australia, Andrea. She's all right. Sheila. Brilliant she is. We were down the local hostelry having a few beers. And I was yabba, and she kept going, yummy. And I could say, oh, sorry for talking. Why you interrupted? She's a proper Sheila, though. She doesn't take offence. Frankie James says, love people, love to chat. Yeah, don't we know it? The geezer says, good one, Jaden. Frankie says, smooth, Jaden. See, when somebody else says it, it's smooth. If I say it, it's don't upset people. How can Jimmy James upset anyone? Impossible. This might upset you though, or it might make you rub your hands and think, hello. So the article, it was out in midweek, and it's a disappointing article as well, because there is a quote in there from Yaroslav Kralevsky, our fearless leader, but the article, where you want more colour around what he's saying, it stops. And Frankie says, she's a forensic nurse in prison. Feel sorry for the prisoners. Yeah, definitely. So, this article, it is, will Wisla Krakow receive additional investment from Kwiecień? The CEO is clear. So, it's written by Jacob Fudali. And it says, Wisla Krakow is doing very well this season and is confidently heading towards the Ekstraklasa. However, the topic of Wojciech Kwiecień investing in the club is coming back like a boomerang, and Yaroslav Kralevsky addressed the matter. So obviously, any investment into the club got to be a good thing. It's got to be a good thing. So the article goes on and it says, Wisla Krakow has been doing so well this season that there's little doubt that this is the season they'll return back to the Polish Ekstraklasa after a several-year hiatus. Well, that's lazy reporting because it's not been several years. But Mariusz Jop's team's excellent play and form currently puts them 10 points ahead of second place Śląsk Wrocław. This is a significant advantage at this stage of the season. However, beyond what's happening on the pitch, there's always a lot to talk about the White Star, including financial matters and the broader organisation. The topic of Kwiecień, the current owner of Wisla Krakow, and he's a passionate Wisła fan. It has resurfaced. It resurfaces from time to time. For several months now, there have been reports of talks between the two sides, and now Yaroslav Kralevsky has confirmed this information in an interview with Sport.Poland. So I'm thinking, blimey, what's he said? And then the little brain cells start ticking over. You know the grey ones at the back that are pretty much dead? And they came forward and thought, new stadium, New stadium. This is all beginning to drop into place now. This is what JK said when he said we need a new stadium and we need it pretty soon. So I'm thinking this is where the investment's going to come. We've got Peter Moore who will be doing things in the background. We're going to have the owner of Wisla Krakow. He's investing in the club. This is what's going to happen. So this is what Jarosław Królewski said, and this is his quote. So he's going to give us the definitive answer now of what is going on. So JK said, we discuss this all the time. If you're a fan of a club, you love it. You have a lot of money. There will always be a question about whether you can potentially support it or implement some solution. I'd say anything is possible because Wojciech is an unpredictable person, just like me. If something comes to his mind on a given evening, it can be executed very quickly. And that's it. That's the end of the article. No more colour on JK's comments. So I'm thinking, well, is he going to put money into the club? Is he going to abandon Wisla Krakow and plough everything into Wisla Krakow as a massive lifelong fan? I don't think he'd let Wisla go. I mean, would he sell it on and then come into Wisla Krakow? I doubt it. And just how much money has he got? I don't know. But then I was thinking about the conversation I had midweek with Adrian, and we were talking about him just sacking managers who've not even been there that long, and when the club have been doing really well, and then he comes out and sacks the manager. I think he's one of these owners who wants the coach to do what he tells them, as in he wants to pick the team, almost like the bully at school who wants to. He wants to whatever he wants implemented, and if that means sacking the coach because there's disagreements over which players are playing, then that's what he does. But how do you get continuity there? And ultimately, I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, after the winter break, so what we're looking at, February, aren't we? Wisla Krakow, they're going to start playing their games here at the R22. And yeah, it's Wisła's home stadium, but Wisła do not own the stadium. It's the municipality. So I've still not done it yet. I need to get it done. The first opportunity I get, I'm going to try and get in touch with Jarosław Królewski and try and get a definitive answer from him regarding his comments on Wisła getting a new stadium sooner rather than later. Whether this, I'm going to say it, personally, I think he sounds like a little bit of a clown, the Wisla Krakow owner. I might be doing him a disservice, but to run the club like he does is a little bit almost like it's my club, you do as I say kind of thing. And that's all right for the off-field stuff, but when you employ a coach, surely you've got to let the coach coach. Yeah, have a say in transfers and, that kind of thing. But when it comes to the team playing, you've got to keep your bugle out and let the coach do his thing. So whether his money coming into Wisła would be a good thing, and why would he be putting money into Wisła when ultimately Wisla Krakow still needs investment there? They've still not got the stadium. All right, they're going to move into Wisła, into Wisła's current stadium that's owned by the municipality. But apart from that, I'm not sure that I would want him having anything to do with the club. I'm a little bit undecided on that one. Right, let's get back to the match. We are underway. Wisła kicking from left to right. 1-1 is a score. Varsova taking the lead on, 10 minutes with a free kick where Wisła's wall split. Nothing the Kievits could do, poor defending. Got an equaliser with a penalty from Radado on 16 minutes after Biedrzycki was punched in the head from a cross that came in by the keeper. So we are all square. but they've had some decent chances of Varsovia in that first half. So it's not all one-way traffic. And I think the possession stats of this were having 51%. I think that's an accurate depiction of how that first half's gone. Frankie James says, oh, we've done that one. Jaden Ward says, Wisła's new stadium, do we need one? Well, ultimately, Jaden, Wisła, we do not have a stadium. It's the municipality that own it. And Jarosław Królewski came out and said, Wisła needs its own stadium sooner rather than later. I saw it in an interview, and there's nothing been said about it since. But that's what he came out and said. So, because like I said, after the winter break, cross comes in, cleared by, picked up by Lakiewicz. Yeah, Wisla Krakow wanted to start the season in the Betclic one after they got the promotion. Oof, that's unlucky there, because Ziemka was almost through. Cisse stretched out a long leg with the interception. Yeah, they wanted to start the Betclic 1 season playing at the R22, the Henrik Remont Stadium. And Jarosław Królewski said, in no uncertain terms, no, we are not sharing. However, I think he got put under real pressure from the local municipality. So in the end, he said, yeah, all right then. At the end of the winter break, we'll start sharing the stadium. So that's what we are going to be doing. But for him to have come out, it's when Peter Moore came over, and he said, we need a new stadium. We need our own stadium, and sooner rather than later. And it's always been, where's the money going to come from, the financing? He's already said we've only got enough for about another three additions to the squad, and we can't pay more than between 50 and 100,000 euros. Obviously, if you're going to build a new stadium, you're going to need much more investment than that. I mean, this stadium was started, what? Was it? I'm going to go with 2011. And it was like 200 million euros. And it took about 8 years to complete as well, or something like that. Obviously, Biedrzycki coming across there nicely. Goal kick to Wisła. So yeah, so where that investment is going to come from, I don't know. But he said it, so maybe he's got a plan. Jaden Ward says, buy the current one from the council, then I'd say. Jaden Ward says, been the same address since 1906, hasn't it? Too much history to move. It certainly has, mate, and I've spoken about that as well. If you look at where the ground is situated, I've always said with a good goal shot, you could hit Cracovia. But where that green area is, I don't think you could. I mean, you could fit another stadium in there, but infrastructure-wise, and it just doesn't work. And if you're not going to put it in that area of Krakow, where else are you going to put it? Wisła on the break here. Dude has got some space now. As Redado on that left-hand side puts a shot in that's blocked. Defended as well there, actually. Danger's gone. Yep. No, everything you said, Jaden, I totally agree with you. But it was JK himself that came out and said, we need a new stadium, the sooner the better. I don't think the local municipality, I'm not sure they would sell it. I think they would move. They've obviously got another tenant coming in Wisla Krakow. Would they want to sell it to Wisła? And also, that's not what JK said, whether it's lost in translation, but he did say we need a new stadium. The council's already talking about putting a car park underneath this current stadium, so there's going to be changes going on anyway. So there's loads of stuff going on off the pitch that doesn't quite make sense, and it'd be good to get some clarity. It's not always easy because of the translation. But hopefully, if he'd just come out and say, yeah, we're going to be here for the foreseeable future. We're going to try and buy the stadium. Then, fair play. But he did say we need a new stadium. This stadium that they're in now is all it needs some work doing on it. We got a fine, didn't we, from UEFA for a few blemishes that were there, shall we say? That, along with the pyrotechnics show, we did get fined. But they were saying there was things like there was fire escapes that were locked or something like that, and a few other issues structurally that they weren't happy with. So that's all been sorted out, and we can get the crowd back up to nearly 33,000 again. But it's just like it put little teasers out there, but we don't get any clarity on what they actually mean. Most Popular is in live chat. Hello, Most Popular. Good to see you in there, mate. Jaden Ward says, Adriana says, she had her prom there. What a brilliant place for a prom. Certainly is, mate. Especially if there was a game on that night. Ronaldo in the penalty area. Nobody really busting a gut. Ertahala gets in there now, pulls it back, keeper palms it away. This time Ronaldo, he's not Johnny on the spot as he was last time. The ball bypasses him and it's been cleared. I meant to say at half time as well, and I got sidetracked yapping about something else. Frankie James says, hi, Most Popular. Most Popular says, do you watch movies, Jimmy? And he says, hi to Frankie. I do, mate. I watch older films, like black and white films, or, not all the time. I don't mind modern stuff as well, but a lot of them now that come out, rubbish. They're absolute rubbish. Can't tell what they're saying half the time. You've got to put subtitles on the bottom. They're always mumbling. That's a clash there for Grudgic, who's gone down, holding his face. Right, while there's a break in play, Frankie James says, what an honour to have your prom there, says Frankie. That's in regards to Adriana having her prom at the R22. Right. One last thing I wanted to say that I forgot to mention at half-time was substitutes for Wisła today. We have got Baniowski, Bozic, Broder, Joseph Colley, Duarte, Krzyzanowski, Kutwa, Lisicki and Omic. We haven't got Ardit Nikaj, we haven't got Suki Niki again. But what has happened, Ertahala, edge of the box there, plays... What? I mean, that's just... That pass from Ertahala is awful. He just passed it to the defender. Ronaldo's trying to make something of it himself, bulldozing through. Now it's with Kaziemka. Pulls it across. Ronaldo with a shot. Hits the keeper. And again. And now it's squirted behind for a corner to Wisła down this right-hand side. Keeper did well there. He was in the right place, right time. Literally Johnny on the spot, because that ball hit him as much as him making the save. But earlier passing, that build-up edge of the box there, Ertahala just played the pass to the defender. It's like... He kind of knew he had to pass it to someone. Didn't execute it very well. Yeah, Suki Niki and Ardit Nikaj are both playing for Wisla Krakow 2 in the Betclic 2 Liga. So obviously he wants to see some... see Ardit Nikaj get some game time. I would have liked to have watched that, but I think it's on while this game's on. The corner comes in. It'll be another corner to Wisła down that right-hand side. Frankie James says, how old are you, Jimmy? 54. I know, don't look it. Cross comes in from Ertahala, headed clear. Recycled by Igbekin. Put a shot in. He does put a shot in. Keeper's there, though. Saw it all the way. Good effort, though, from James Igbekin. Keeper goes long early. Duda's coming across there, doing some defensive duties. That ball's... Yeah, it's going to run out. We'll get a throw in. Right, take your time. Put the ball on the floor. Let Ertahala get back in position. Yeah, nothing wrong with the black and white movie though, Frankie. I'm behind with telly. I don't get to see a lot of don't get to see a lot of telly. What have we done there, Lelyeveld? Oh, my word. That'll be a goal kick. Good defending there from Biedrzycki. But Lelyeveld, what on earth? If they show a replay of that... Well, this is going to be the Kaziemka cross. Good save from the keeper. Oh, we're playing it out from the back again as well. Ooh. Right, it's with Grudzik. Lelyeveld down that left-hand side. He's been a little bit quiet today, has Lelyeveld. Not for any other reason than he's not kind of found himself in them positions that he normally does. That's nice play, but Cisse with the cutout there for Varsova. Otherwise, Kaziemka would have been away down that right-hand side, no doubt one-on-one with the keeper using his pace. Frankie James says, reference to films. She says, we do okay. We may be old, but definitely not out. Definitely not out. Well, if I live till I'm 108, I'll be, I'm middle-aged. One thing for sure, this first 10 minutes we've come out and we've done all right. We've kind of given as good as we've got, which is not always the case after half-time. We normally still sat in the... We're still sat in the changing rooms. Frankie James says, what have you been up to most popular? Tahala with a free kick. Too much on that. Too straight. Straight out for a goal kick and a wasted opportunity. Back to the drawing board with that one, whatever the plan was. Wisla fans, they're up for it today, as always. Keeper's going long. Grudzik doing well. Throw into Wisla. I don't think it's going to be long before we see Krzyżanowski down that left-hand side. Igbekim there with a stray pass. Just in case anyone watching wanted to know who the Polonia Warszawa substitutes are today, we've got Badger, Buxer, Fabierski, Godredzowski, Hoxalari, Piotrowski, Sandbach, Tsur and Vasin. Yeah, I think we'll see pretty soon. I don't think it'll be too long before we see Krzyżanowski coming on. And we've got another international break coming up very shortly as well, haven't we? I think once again Krzyżanowski, Kaziemka and Kutwa all got their international call-ups again for the under-21s, I think it is. Well done to them. Lelyeveld doing his defensive duties well there. All down the channel. Duda can't get possession though. Just having a good spell at the moment, Polonia Warszawa. Jaden Ward said, mate, see the Spurs Man United ending. What a finish. I didn't, mate. Obviously, I've been doing this stream. I know a certain American man called Agiza. He'll be watching it. He'll have one eye on this and he'll be watching United and Spurs. We've got some need to concentrate here. To Haaland. Did enough. And then it's cleared up by Lukiewicz. I think since Lukiewicz has come back in the team after Broder kind of lost a little bit of confidence, he's done well. He's done well. Frankie James says, my dad was watching. Oh, we're playing it about at the back again. It's with Grudzik. Lelyeveld on that left-hand side. just makes me nervous, Wisla, when we do this. I mean, we're golden now because Varsava have backed off a little bit. That's not good enough from Kaziemka. Wisla win it back though with Duda. Shot over the crossbar. He's capable of putting it in there as well. We've seen him do it from a free kick against Polonia Krakow. Jaden Ward says Spurs thought they had the winner the 91st minute. United had a last gasp equaliser in the 96th. Sounds like fun and games, mate. Sounds like fun and games. I saw the Mbuemo goal early on. Good header. I didn't even see the game up until half time because I was getting ready for this stream. Kaziemka down the right hand side, driving to the penalty area, gets to the byline, pulls the ball back, slips, loses possession. Right idea though. He needs to start targeting Cisse because he's on a yellow card after he left one late on Redado in the first half. Jaden Ward says squeaky bum time. Frankie says totally amazing from Manu. Blimey, you don't hear that sentence very often these days. This was trying to put the pressure on there. Carbo doing well. As soon as you put your hands in the player's back, referee's going to blow his whistle as he did. Games coming up later on today as well in the Polish Betclic 1. Wisla Krakow are at home to Stal Ryszezov. LKS Woods are home to Pucha. And big game for Stal Mialek. They're at home to Pogon Sirice. We are going to see a change now. We are going to see Duarte coming on for Kaziemka. He's been a little bit quiet today, Kaziemka. Done nothing wrong. Just not had his usual impact, that's all. So is Duarte going to move over to the left-hand side, or are we going to keep Ertahala there? We'll see in a moment. Yeah, I think we're going to see... I'm pretty sure we will see Krzyzanowski coming on shortly for Lelyveld. Chance to put a cross in here for Varsava. Cross does come in. Duarte gets his head to it. Shot comes in. A lucky rebound. A long leg of Biedrzycki there with a timely intervention. We need to get some go forward. We need to get some go forward ball. Few running repairs there from Duarte. Geiger and Duarte, they're trying to clear up. That'll be a free kick. All the pressure will go. Use his experience. He's getting a lot of stick at the moment, is Duarte. Still, from the Wisla Krakow fans, and everybody's entitled to their own opinions, but there's talk of a few players, well, one player in particular who's in the MLS at the minute, who's, there's talk of him coming back to Wisla. I think we all know who it is, but he's, I couldn't quite find out. He's currently banned in the MLS. I'm not sure what that's for, whether it's for... Well, I don't know, so rather than put it out there, I just won't say anything. We'll wait until we hear further news on that. But some of the comments from the Wisla fans are, good, getting back, let's get rid of Duarte. Really? Really? Duarte, have a look at his first 7 games this season. He was playing really well. He was putting the ball in the net. He was creating goals. Went off the ball a little bit. All right, fair enough. It happens. Pretty much from that time onwards as well. Ertahala's not ripped up any trees, has he? But he's still keeping his place in the team. He's not playing in behind Redado. That place is taken up by Duda. He's kind of moved on to the left-hand side now, which takes Duarte's place. So here's Duarte down the right-hand side. Back to Geiger. Misunderstanding there from Duda. Flaps his arms and looks a little bit dejected, Duda, there. Normally about this time in a game when Duda sometimes starts looking like he's flagging a little bit. Varsova trying to come down that left-hand channel, cut out by Biedrzycki. I don't think anybody today is playing fantastically well for Wisła. I don't think anyone's playing badly. But at this moment in time, if you had to say who's going to be man of the match for Wisła, you'd have to really think about it. Still plenty of time, though, for somebody to take on that mantle. Referee plays advantage there now. Danger from, be careful, Grudgic, you're on a yellow card. Ooh, Duarte gets in there and takes a nasty one, takes one for the team. Jaden Ward says, Kaziemka not impressed to be subbed off, I think. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Whenever he comes off, it's a normal thing, isn't it, for Kaziemka? I think mainly because of his age, and he's played a lot of football. He's even been playing in the cup matches. So I think once he gets to this stage, it's a change that he likes to make at the minute, Marius Shop. I don't think he wants to tire him out. And he always goes over to Yop and shakes his hand, and I just don't think anybody's playing particularly well today for Wisła. Like I said, we're not playing badly. We're competing, but there's not that chance creation that we normally have. And off looking at the bench today, is this a game to bring on Ronaldo trying to make something happen edge of the box once again? Duda loses possession though. Geiger comes across, takes control, it's with Igbekim, now Duarte down this right hand side. Puts across to the edge of the box, left by Ertahala, trying to get Ronaldo in. Chance for Varsova to break though here. Igbekim takes one for the team. Yeah, do we bring on Prizanovsky down that left hand side, and do we also bring on Bozic? Do we bring on Bozic for Ertahala? That would completely freshen up that left-hand side. And I think down that left-hand side, I think Bozic is a better option than Ertahala. Crossed into the box, headed clear by Biedrzycki. Ertahala, nice turn there. He needs support. He's only got Ronaldo, really. There's lots of room for Duarte if he can play the crossfield pass. He doesn't. Gets the overlap. Gets the overlap there from Lelyveld. Lelyveld stops, plays it back to Duda. Duda, edge of the box, goes round his man. Ball just doesn't quite fall for him though. And it's hoofed clear by Varsova, kept in play by Geiger. Yeah, I think down that left-hand side, Bozic has proved already now that he's more of a potent threat. He's got more physicality to him as well than Ertahala. Marius Shop's been pretty... He's been pretty consistent with his team selections, though. I think from memory, this is the third league match where he's not changed the starting lineup. Ertahala down that left-hand side, cuts back in, plays it to the edge of the box. Comes out to Geiger. Duarte's got space. Ronaldo down the right-hand side. First time cross, lovely cross into the centre. Nobody attacking it at all. Polonia Warszawa trying to break now. Now they're going to get a free kick. 70 minutes gone on the clock almost. Is a draw a disaster today? Not really. Not really, but it would be nice to get the 3 points. Let's put the pressure back onto Grodzisk. Let's put the pressure back onto Śląsk Wrocław. You know, the chasing pack. Long time to go in this game yet. A lot could happen, and knowing Wisła, a lot will happen. Biedrzycki got a little shove in the back there. He's having a little word with the coach, with the coach from Speak of the devil, here we go. Bozic is coming on. Marius Shop. I've got my hotline to him. Who's coming off? Duda is coming off, so that makes sense. What they'll do now is they will put Ertahala in behind Radado, central. Bozic will go on the left. Duarte will stay over on this right-hand side. He looks a little bit pagged out there, does Duda. He often does. Not sure why. I know oftentimes Marius Shop, when he has looked tired, he's left him on for the full 90. But he's only a young lad, isn't he? You know, you'd think he'd be able to manage a full 90 minutes and be effective for 90 minutes. Ertahala, he's in the central position now, which suits him more probably. Geiger, he's looking for Duarte. That option's closed off, so he comes back inside to Carbo. Space on the left-hand side there. Got Bozic central. Bozic has got some height on him as well, so if we put that ball into the box, we're not relying on Radado being there. I don't think it'll be too long before we see Krzyzanowski, like I said, for Lelyveld. Lelyveld's been a little bit quiet. A little bit quiet today. On the ball now. Inside to Igbekim. Igbekim needs support. Gets it from Grujic. Carbo in the centre there. Switching plays. He goes to... Wanted a little bit more from Duarte there. I think he was urging him. Oh, lovely move and a lovely pass. Puts the cross in. Couldn't pick out a white shirt though. Nice play from Ertahala. Back to Geiger. Geiger floats one in. Not enough height on it. Easily cleared by Cisse in the back there for Varsova. That'll be a free kick. Danger gone. Need a little bit more accuracy on these passes into the penalty area. They're a little bit blind. You know, a little bit. Let's put it into a generic area and hope somebody's there. Pick somebody out. You've got the time to do it. Always easy, like I said, sat in a chair watching, but, I mean, come on. Radado down this right-hand side. Plays it into Duarte. Plays it back to Radado. Igbekim, edge of the box. Chance for a shot. It will be a corner. It was deflected to rush the shot there, Igbekim. And, yeah, didn't get the best contact. But we've got a corner from it. 7 corners in the match so far. 5 to Wisła. We're normally up to about 19 corners by now. Taking it quickly. Polonia Warszawa are asleep. Edge of the box. It's with Bozic. He puts one in there to Carbo. Coming at the back post. Biedrzycki. Well, I'm not sure what's... Biedrzycki, that was more like a clearance than a shot. What did he do here, Biedrzycki? Oh, dear me. Dear, dear, dear. Not a good connection at all. Biedrzycki, should he have buried this? Should he have buried it? Oh, he should. Oh, he should. He's put it back where it came from. Just any go forward off his foot there with the ball, and it's 2-1 to Wisła. Let's hope we don't live to regret that miss, and that is a gilt-edged opportunity for Biedrzycki. Nice turn there. Referee's not falling for that one. He says, get up, son. You dived, and he certainly did. Lelyveld down that left-hand side. Needs support. Switches play nicely to Geiger. Over on this right-hand side. Duarte makes the run. Geiger decides against it. We're just going to keep possession for now. Let's go for the win. We're at home. We're doing well. Lovely, Redado. Oh, unlucky, unlucky. He's still in possession, Redado, but he's getting crowded out there. His first touch was all right, but not quite good enough to get him away from the defender. Anything like another yard on that ball, and he's one-on-one with the keeper. Wasn't meant to be, though. Jaden Ward says, should have scored the... Oh, mate, shouldn't he just? Shouldn't he just? He'll be disappointed with that, will be Edrizicki. Another corner to Wisla down this right-hand side. Certainly is. Right, let's get a decent delivery in. They're a little bit more awake, Warszawa this time. Don't want to get caught out 2 times on the run with being asleep and giving Wisla the opportunity to take the short corner. We've got Bozic in there, we've got Biedrzycki in there, we've got Redado in there, we've got Carbo in there, we've got some height, it's floated in. Biedrzycki wins the header but only puts it up in the air, keeper claims it. And they're looking to break on Wisla. It's all been slowed down. Now Biedrzycki's got the long sprint back to get in position. Got cover in there from Duarte though. All put down the right-hand channel. No, that's not good enough from Wisla. Ball comes into the middle. What an important header once again from Biedrzycki. That, if he doesn't get that header, I think that takes Warszawa into the lead. It's a lovely cross, just waiting to put it past Lakiewicz. And I guess Jaden, yeah, it was. He should have scored that to give Wisla the lead, but I think this kind of makes up for it a little bit because number 9 there, Jwanski, I don't think he misses that without the touch from Biedrzycki. Unless Lakiewicz pulls off a worldie, of course, but from that distance, you've got such little time to react. Long throw into the area, headed clear by Carbo. No, it's all getting a little bit messy. It'll be a throw in to Warszawa down this left-hand side. Just under 12 minutes plus added on time to go. Currently 1-1. Warszawa scoring from early doors about 10 minutes from a free kick outside the box. Biedrzycki and Grudzic at fault for that, splitting the wall, which we know you never do. Lakiewicz, nothing he could do about it. Redado equalising 5 or 6 minutes later from the penalty spot. And that's where we stand currently. Still danger here. Oh. Oh. It's kind of been coming. Jaden Ward says, fuck. Totally agree, mate. Totally agree. It's been coming. It's been coming. Doubled up with a fact Nell in an Australian accent. Do you know, it's a lucky break at the edge of the box, but certainly made the most of it in a decent finish. Should Lakiewicz done a little bit better here, or am I being harsh from first? Oh, it's gone under his body, hasn't it? Yeah, you can see the frustration himself, Lakiewicz there. Thought he had it and he didn't. Thought he'd made the save. Kind of went under his body, which is difficult when it's so close to you. Getting down quick enough is difficult, and he couldn't do it. Jaden Ward says, rookie mistake. Certainly is, mate. 2 rookie mistakes for the goals today. We're back underway. 10 minutes plus added on time to go. Yeah, we haven't... that'd be a free kick. Duarte pulled back there. We've not created too much today. We've looked pretty solid. I don't think anybody's had a bad game, like I said. I don't think anybody's done anything. You know, if we were doing average player scores, I think everybody's kind of around that 6 mark. You know, if 6 is average, I don't think Lelyvel's done a lot today. He's not done a lot wrong, but he's just not got into the game as an attacking force, really. Still time to go, though. Duarte with a chance to swing one in from the right-hand side. Nice cross. Headed goalwards by Ridado. I think Bozic was behind him, and Ridado's saying, give me a shout then. Good to see that. That's good to see. Frustration. They're going to bring Buxer on as well, Polonia Warszawa. Jane Ward says, but I wouldn't be shocked if we lost this. Not lethal enough up front. Relied on a penalty. Yep. Created very little today, mate. Created very little. Pochbut, who's gone off for Warszawa, he's a decent player. Saw him a couple of times last season. Looked like he always puts a good shift in, a good performance. I'm hoping that we're going to get something from... We're going to see something from Bozic in this final 8 minutes plus added on time. Cabo there needs a bit of support. Gets it from Bozic. Back with Lelyveld. Chance to spread play now with Biedrzycki. Geiger on this right-hand side. Back to Biedrzycki. There's a good chance now that Polonia Warszawa would just sit in, which in a way might suit Wisła. Get the overlap down the flanks. Get the ball into the middle. Ridado there to Cabo. Recycled by Wisła with Grujic. Now it's down that left-hand side with Lelyvel. We've got bodies in the middle there. If he can put a decent cross in, he can. Igbekin tries flicking it on. Ball's gone out for a throw-in. Lelyvel comes over. Yeah, we haven't been lethal enough today up front, mate. It's just not quite fallen for us as well. A couple of times where the ball's got stuck under Ridado's feet. Bozic puts a cross in deep there. Heading back goalwards for Ridado. Igbekin steaming in. Catches the defender. Just a collision. Referee blows for a free kick. Pardon me. Do you know what I wanted to do as well? I wanted to make the R22 stadium, make it a fortress. Make it a fortress. It always puts that doubt in the team's mind before they even turn up. You know, if somebody's not been beaten all season, are we really going to do it today when all these other teams are? You know, it does get in players' minds. It just does. It's human nature. Bozic on that left-hand side. What can he do? He's got an overlap from Lelyveld there. He needs to come inside, though. Yeah, he does come inside. Switches play to Igbekin. Back to Biedrzycki. Now it's with Geiger down this right-hand side. They don't look like they're panicking Wisła at the moment. And there's no need to. You know, there's plenty of time. But it's like that little flick there from Ertahala. It's not really to anybody. Surely, you know, better to take possession and try and keep the momentum on rather than giving the ball away. It's not even a percentage-wise, it's not even a good flick. It's not even a 50-50. Room on this side for Duarte. Found by Geiger. Geiger carries on the run, makes a bit of room there. Ertahala in the box now. Nice turn. Puts one to the back post, but the defender's in between the two Wisła players there. Gets the clearance in. Carbo's recycled it though. Out to Geiger down this right-hand side. Now it's with Ertahala. Pulls it back to Duarte. Float one into the back post. Tries to. It's blocked. Ertahala does well there to win it back. Throwing for Wisła down the right-hand side. This is better from Wisła. We've not seen this all game, really. Duarte, another chance to put a cross in. Does put a cross in. It falls to Ridado. Just won't fall for him, though. Bozic will keep that in. Then loses possession. Chance for Warszawa to bring it away now. Lelyvel gives away the free kick. That'll waste another 30 seconds and 85.5 minutes in. We need the ball in play as much as possible. Two Polonia Warszawa players down at the moment. think the referee's probably going to add about 4 minutes on, I would have thought. Just wondering what Mariusz Jop's... what I was going to say, what his thoughts are for not bringing on Krzyzanowski at this stage. And as I say that, he brings Krzyzanowski on and Lelyveld's coming off. Omic is coming on. Omic is coming on in place of Geiger. I'm assuming we're going to go... Tahala comes off and Geiger comes off. Omic and Krzyzanowski come on. I'm assuming we're going to 3 at the back. At this stage of the game, they're probably going to sit in as much as possible, Polonia Warszawa, so not a bad move. We know that Krzyzanowski can get down that left-hand side. He's already on his bike as we're looking at the top of the screen now. Duarte in possession, needs support. Into Carbo. Carbo chips one over the top there, looking for Igbekin. Igbekin gives away the free kick. Cisse hits the floor. He'll be there now for about 2 minutes. Jaden Ward says, we definitely deserve a draw at least. Yeah, totally agree. You know, we've not been outplayed. It's been a pretty even match, to be honest. And Jaden Ward says, but I wouldn't be shocked if we lost this. Not lethal enough up front. Relied on a penalty. I missed that earlier statement, Jaden, so apologies. I'm up to date now, though, with live chat. 2.5 minutes plus injury time to go. Biedrzycki's took one to the face. Right, come on. Get up. Get up. There's no blood. Get the game restarted. I think he headed the back of the Polonia Warszawa player's head. Yep, he did indeed. Painful one, but we're back underway. Jaden says, thought YouTube was double sending my messages. Sorry, mate. It's just when you've got a buffoon reading things out like myself. I often miss stuff. Apologies. Duarte on this right-hand side. He's got the overlap now from Lelyveld. Pulls one back to the edge of the box. It's cleared. He was looking for Omic there. Let's see if Lelyveld has more success down this right-hand side. I'm a bit... I don't understand that change from Mariusz Jop. Lelyveld's been quiet all game. Geiger's been pretty consistent down this right-hand side. Omic with a long throw. Flicked on from Biedrzycki. That'll be a corner to Wisła down this right-hand side. Yeah, I thought he would have left Geiger on and brought Lelyveld off. He knows what he's doing. Or does he? Agiza says, we've been spoiled. Yeah, I see what you mean, mate. We have. But we definitely don't deserve to lose this game. I think a share of the points at least. Right, it's with Bozic. Bozic puts a shot in. It's blocked. It comes back to Duarte. Duarte puts one in. Not good enough, that cross. No height on it at all. Easy clearance for Polonia Warszawa. They'll try and break now on Wisła, but cleared up by Bozic. It's back with Likiewicz. Yeah, I think we should have at least 4 minutes of added on time. Plenty of time to get the equaliser for Wisła. We just need to get on the attack. It's with Omic down this right-hand side. Inside to Duarte. Duarte, edge of the box to Biedrzycki, who's staying up front now. No point coming back, mate. You may as well stay there. I'd sooner lose 3-1 and give it a try. Yeah, 4 minutes of added on time. All over the top there. Offside flag would have gone up. But no need anyway. Too straight, and it's with Likiewicz. Lays it out to Krzyzanowski. He's got acres of room to run into now down this left-hand side. Lots of room on the right-hand side for Duarte if he can find him. Plays it inside to Igbekin. Igbekin does find Duarte. Biedrzycki has stayed up front now, so we've got that height advantage. Lelyveld with the overlap. Oh, unlucky there from Duarte. Throw into Wisła, down this right-hand side. Polonia Warszawa, they're going to make a change. Sir's coming on. Who's coming off? Dadok is coming off. This was the opening goal where the wall split. Shocking defending from Wisła. Not surprisingly, Kiewicz gave that look to the wall. Not good enough defending. Schoolboy defending. Throw comes in. An agricultural clearance from Warszawa, but that's all they need to do at this moment. It's Wisła who need to chase the game now. Igbekin just inside Warsawa's half. Floats one edge of the box, looking for Biedrzycki. Biedrzycki, he's gone down again. Injured. He's going to have to do some defensive duties there, Igbekin, and be careful. You don't want to be giving any free kicks away if you don't have to. Luckily, the referee blows in Wisła's favour there. Agiza says, the boys may be getting too comfortable with that lead in the table. And Jaden says, this may be the reality check the lads need. Great minds think alike. Never good to go so many games unbeaten. Need a reality check every now and then. Well, we're getting one today at the moment. Krzyżanowski with the cross in. A dive there from Polonia Warszawa. The referee says, get up. 2 minutes just under to go. Edge of the box now. Omic, what can he do? Plays it to Biedrzycki, edge of the box. Vidado gets a shot away. Deflected. He's given a goal kick. Well, it was definitely deflected. Unless it came off Biedrzycki. Can't see how that's not a corner. I'm optimistic as well. I've still got this party popper in my hand. It's been there since the second half started pretty much. Polonia Warszawa fans celebrating there. And as things stand, they've got plenty to celebrate, coming to the league leaders and going away with 3 points. Unless something miraculously happens. You know, there are going to be games where you lose. And if it's today, it's today. But what's more concerning is we've not created that many chances. I'm still not sure how Biedrzycki managed to miss from a yard out. It would have been a fantastic clearance. It looked harder to score, harder to miss than score, but he managed it. Now we just throw him crosses blind into the penalty area there. Carbo working hard to win the ball back. Does well. It's with Duarte. Cuts inside. He's got numbers forward. Edge of the box. Omic. Omic, what have you done? He needed to go with his left foot for a start off. He's poked at it with his right foot. It was always going to go past the post. Can't do that. Cannot do that. That's the chance, isn't it? That's the chance to get back on level terms. Jaden Ward says, wow. Wow, indeed, mate. The referee's going to blow his whistle now, isn't he? He might have 30 seconds on, but that's it. That was the chance. That was the chance for the equaliser. Long ball over the top there. He's gonna blow his whistle now, surely to goodness. Yeah, he's having a look. Yeah, he's having a look. He puts the whistle to his mouth, and that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. So we have our second defeat of the season. An all-right performance. Didn't create enough chances. Had a great opportunity at the end there. Great opportunity from Omic to be the hero, and he's scooped it, didn't he? It was a scoop of a shot that he's put wide. Disappointing day. However, it's when you have days like today, and it was going to come. It was going to come. All the hard work we've put in so far pays dividends because we've still got that lead. Do you know what I mean? And it does make it more important now, though, later on today, when it does make it more important when Śląsk Wrocław, they play tomorrow at 1:30. Grodzisk, they're away at Churchill tomorrow at 4 o'clock. We could do with Polonia Beatum and Churchill doing us a favour there. Try and keep that 10-point lead at the top. Good result for Polonia Warszawa, that's all you can say. Not good enough. Not good enough today from Wisla. Not enough chances created. Not clinical enough when we had the chances. I'm thinking second half, Biedrzycki. Still don't know how he missed that. And obviously, right at the death there, Omic will be disappointed with that. Be really disappointed. Kind of scooped it wide, didn't he? But these things happen. We're still top of the league, like I say. Right, I'm going to go because I've got to get ready for another stream at 4 o'clock. Football special, all the goals from around the UK and Europe as they go in live. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell. If you can give us a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. Thank you to Agiza. Thank you to Most Popular. Thank you to Jaden. And thank you to Adriana for joining us in live chat. And as always, Frankie James. Thank you for your support. Jaden Ward says, take care all. I'm off to bed. I should think so, mate. That's commitment to the cause. But yeah, thanks for joining us, Jaden. And yeah, pass on my regards to Adriana. Now we know her name. I'll be back with our next game. Oh, we've got the... we did have the cup draw out as well. But we were lucky with the draw. But more about that before the game anyway. Join us next time for Wisla Krakow and keep your eye out for our other streams. Everybody is welcome. I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live first. The geezer says, bye, Frankie Jimmy. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Wisla, Wisla, Wisla. Not today, but we're still top of the league, and that's all that matters. Onwards and upwards. I am Jimmy James. Take care, guys.